I'm always intrigued when people have pushed away family and said, I don't like my immediate family.
上星期的婚姻无国界，我们的4对跨文化夫妇进行了关于金钱和性的大揭秘。今晚他们会给我们爆料一些家庭里面的秘密。据心理学家 Reupload 所知，让大多数夫妇感到比较庆幸的是，一个能给予帮助和支持的家庭环境。对任何关系来说，与你伴侣的父母搞好关系有非常积极的意义。
So if we assume that family is important to at least one of the pair in a couple, or both, then it's very important to involve the family early in the piece. And people often make judgments about somebody's new partner. And those judgments will soon be changed when that person gets to know the person really well.
作为有10多年运营经验的跨种族约会网站负责人 Reupload 亲眼见证了文化分歧能够阻碍和谐家庭关系的并发症。
One of the most common ones that I hear about is when it comes to the relationship with the parents and how they push their point of view onto the child in the relationship, and how that then affects the other partner from the different culture, and how that person deals with the pressures from the parents-in-law that they're just not used to with their own parents.
The first time I went to dinner with Ting's parents, I was very nervous. I put on the shirt, I put on the tie. I really wanted to make a good impression.
So I opened the door and we're all very casual because it's just dinner at home, and he's there with a bottle of wine and some oranges. So I told him to bring over oranges because they're lucky in your time. And he's in his suit. I'm like, oh, okay, you're really dressed up. Okay, that's good. So they were impressed that he made that effort, to make a good first impression.
It was very different from my household because everyone was very loud, very animated. I honestly thought they were having an argument, and then when it was all done, I sort of whispered, "Oh, it's okay. I haven't caused any problems, have I?"
No. Dad's just telling Mum that she cooked the fish the wrong way.
So I've gotten used to that.
My parents were great when I introduced them to Ting. They're really just sort of keen to get to know her. My mum's a bit excitable, and she was absolutely rapt when she met Ting. She thought she was really nice. Didn't matter, that she was Chinese.
但对 Jason 和 Masala 来说，最初的家长见面会并不够热情。
Before I went to UK, London, my parents had a talk with me, and they were saying that you can do anything because you're adults, whatever you need to do is okay. However, there's one thing you can't do, that is, don't bring anybody who don't speak Mandarin back home.
If you do have parents who disapprove of your relationship because of the cultural differences, and I think sometimes you just need to be patient and just slowly, show the person for who they are, and so that they can overlook the cultural differences, because you're marrying the person. You're not marrying their cultural history or anything like that.
And so that's why I kept our relationship in secret from them.
Hey, here you go.
Hi. Ian 和 Claire 则并不需要这样的秘密。尽管Ian妈妈 Norma 在文化风气比较单一的 塔斯马尼亚郊区长大，但他对新加入家族的中国人非常欢迎。
When Claire came into the family, my friends, my neighbours, my family over there, she was with Ian and it was just accepted.
I think the first time Ian was going to bring me to Tasmania, she's been a bit nervous, and so did the research and so write emails with Ian to ask her what's the proper arrangement and try to learn a bit of the cultural background of Chinese. So
it was easier for her to be accepted if she didn't feel too uncomfortable in our home.
Yeah, so yeah.
And it worked well.
My family all live down in Tasmania, but they're all fairly open-minded, and we're very happy to meet Claire.
另一边 ，Richard 和 Dawn 也顺利得到了两个父母的认同。
My parents have been very accepting and very supportive of my marriage, and Dawn's mothers have been has grown to accept and trust me as well. So I don't really feel that in-law pressure thing.
同时 ，Jason 终于鼓起勇气和他父母说玛莎拉的事情，从伦敦直接打给他们，并传达这个好消息。
And my father received a call, and he didn't say anything. I thought, oh, wow, he took it very well. So I was very surprised, and I put down the phone. And within 5 minutes, he's calling again, and also persuading me that I was making a wrong decision. How bad it would be, because he said, from his experience, people around him, cross-cultural marriage never worked.
It's important where, for example, you bring somebody in from another culture to your family, and they may have been a little racist or a little bigoted, that they really get to know the person. And I've seen some shocking examples of lovely people, and then suddenly when their son or daughter is going to marry out of whatever their group is, they're horrified and they make a judgment, and the person is really an X, they're an unknown quantity. And yet when they're brought in to the family and they're seen for the real person that they are, beyond colour, beyond race, these people become advocates of that family.
Okay, as we come over here, we see more elements.
作为跨文化父母的孩子，11岁的 Leo 很喜欢分享他爸爸如何向他妈妈求婚的有趣故事。
The funny story is that when my mum, dad, and my mum's mum were walking around, my dad suddenly said to my mum, "Will you marry me?" with the ring open, I'm pretty sure. And then my mum's mum was so surprised, she ran away. And that's the end of my funny story.
我觉得瑞他吧，反正这人越来越觉得挺好的。那年吧，有一年吧，我70岁过那个生日，70周岁，完了呢，他呢就给我筹备的、准备的，弄得特别丰富。完了还邀请了我好多朋友做的barbecue就是他一直他忙活着做。完了呢，他对着老人嘛也特别好。过了这个时间以后，后来我那几老朋友嘛见着我嘛都说你真不错，找了一个好养女婿。
下一节我们将发现，没有东西比家庭和朋友更能让文化分歧消失。
Really good mother-in-law. I'm really happy, and she taught me a lot.